Next portion we're going to lean right into is staying motivated to counting calories. So believe it or not, you're not going to always feel like you want to count calories. You're going to go to weddings, you're going to go to birthdays, you're going to go to your grandma's house, your mom's house, your family's house, and they're going to be making some delicious food. So you're going to think like, I'm just throwing out the calories and I'm not going to, worry about this. But to actually get lasting weight loss for yourself, you need to stay consistent. So let's look at some ways to stay motivated to count calories and stick to your goals. I think the first thing that we can go over is discussing what's your reason for actually losing weight to begin with. Are you losing 10 pounds or trying to lose 10 pounds maybe to look better for a wedding? That could be something. Are you trying to lose weight to just feel healthier? Or maybe you're trying to fit into a pant size that you used to be able to fit into. These are all great reasons that a lot of people will try to start losing weight. And knowing your why, knowing the exact reason for wanting to lose weight is incredibly crucial and will allow you to stay motivated when times are tough. And times will get tough. You will not feel motivated all the time, and realize this. The thing that I always recommend for people too is to try to bring as much emotion to that overall weight loss goal as possible. So how will you feel if you don't achieve that goal? If you have no feeling in that goal, ultimately to where you're like, it doesn't really mean much for me if I don't achieve that goal, you're not going to be as motivated to do it. So make it meaningful. Literally tell yourself, how am I going to feel if I don't lose 10 pounds by my wedding, or lose 10 pounds for just feeling better for myself, or if I don't lose weight to be healthier and live longer for my kids or my family, or all these different things? Ask yourself how they'll make you feel, especially when you're unmotivated and not feeling like doing it. Understanding the motivation won't last is also crucial. So when this happens, you need to go back to your why, and also don't beat yourself up over it. This happens so many times where people will slip up on their overall health routine, slip up on their health goals, and they will think like, it's just not worth it anymore. I messed up one day. I'm just going to completely, all my progress is lost, right? No, not at all. Not at all. So go back to your why, remind yourself, I'm doing this for a specific reason, and then don't beat yourself up. Get back on the bandwagon, because consistency in itself will beat intensity. So the question I want to pose to you is, do you want to lose weight fast and temporarily, or slow and forever? Because with that motivation, you can really go right away, count calories super hard, lose a bunch of weight really quickly, but that weight usually does not last for people. Instead, we want to think about this from a long-term approach, doing it for a very long period of time. And thinking about it of just being consistent day in and day out when counting calories is going to lead you to those weight loss goals. The last thing I wanted to talk about when looking at being motivated for weight loss is to just be flexibly rigid. And this is something I say to people, and they're immediately like, what in the world does that mean, Logan? Well, use your goal as a steering point. Use it as a guiding point towards what you're trying to do. If you're trying to lose weight for, let's just say for a wedding, for example, or just to get better for the summer, that's your steering point. You're trying to do everything for that. But it might come to a point where you're like, this goal doesn't really serve me anymore. I really don't care about losing weight for that specific thing. Pivot your goal, change it a little bit. Be okay if your results aren't quite up to par. If you are trying to lose 10 pounds in 1 month and you get to that first month and you're like, man, I only lost 5 pounds. That's great. You still lost 5 pounds. Maybe just cut back your goal. Maybe make it a little more realistic for yourself. Just change it a little bit. It doesn't have to be super crazy. Again, this is something we want to be long-term for yourself, and the sooner you can look long-term at your goal setting and counting calories, the better off you will be, because that's how it needs to be for long-term lasting results.